my channel. So with everything that has been going on in the world right now, I asked you guys on Twitter what kind of look that you wanted to see. So many of you said colourful, and when I think of colourful, I just think of, you know, like everything just like uniting together. It sounds really weird, but like, you know, like a rainbow, like a blend of colours. And with it being Pride Month as well, I wanted to kind of create a look inspired by that, and just something to kind of symbolise like love and unity and all that good stuff. So I went for something super colourful. I feel like colour also represents happiness as well, and that's what we need to be spreading. So yeah, I really hope you guys appreciate this makeup look and the kind of message I had behind it. Is obviously my love of makeup. It's kind of like my way of just showing my support, if that makes sense. I know it's just a makeup look at the end of the day, but I'm just trying to show my support and kind of symbolise unity, and with it being Pride Month, it just makes sense to do something rainbow. So I have, as you saw in the intro, done 2 lip options with this. I obviously quite like a good old nude, just because the eyes are super colourful. I feel like it doesn't draw any attention away, but if you're going to any sort of pride or anything, or you just love a bright lip and bright eye or anything, I've thrown in an option there for you. Or you can just do any colour you want, blue, green, literally whatever. So if you like the look of this makeup look, then definitely make sure to give it a thumbs up, and definitely hit that subscribe button if you're new, because I would love to see you in my next video. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So to begin, I'm going to do my eyebrows using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in Blonde. I literally haven't used this in ages, but I wanted a slightly more sculpted brow, so you guys know the way I do it. I always like to start like 3/4 of the way through, create the tail, and then feather up the front. And then for eye primer, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Eden Primer Potion, just because this one almost represents like a concealer kind of colour, so I also use it to sculpt out underneath my eyebrows as well. And then I just use a brush to buff the rest in. And to finally set my brows, I'm taking the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper in the shade Light Medium, I think. Then I'm just going to set the primer in place with a powder, so all the eyeshadows that we put on the top are going to blend super easily. And now onto the eyeshadows. I'm taking the Morphe 35B palette. This is literally my favourite eyeshadow palette for any colourful look, because it literally contains any colour. I'm just taking a small angled brush and kind of taking the colours of the rainbow, so starting with red and then orange and then yellow. I am using the same brush every time. I am making sure to wipe it clean though, and then just creating that cut crease. Don't ask me why I did purple last, because I actually don't know. I did plan to do it at the end, but then I ran out of room. And then I'm basically going to do exactly the same thing, but this time with a pencil brush to create more of like more colour, if that makes sense. And then I can just buff that in. So making sure it's all blended together, I'm then taking a clean blending brush, making sure there's literally nothing on it, and blending all the colours together, kind of using anti-clockwise motions, and just making sure it's all blended and buffed in. Then taking this white eyeliner from Maybelline, I'm creating that cut crease look. Don't worry if you're a bit messy, because I'm going to go back in with the primer, as you'll see here, and just clean it all up, and making sure that there is no shadow on the lid either. And then, like I said, just using it to clean up the eyeliner so it's the same thickness all the way across. To set that in place, I'm just mixing the white and the cream shade together from the C palette, and then taking this glitter eyeliner from Urban Decay, I'm just going over the white eyeliner just to give it a bit more glitter and just be a bit more creative. Then I am taking the white to highlight my inner corner, and then I'm going to go in with liquid eyeliner, and this is the Tarte Double Take liquid eyeliner. But first, you guys know I like to clean up underneath my eye to give myself a base. I literally love this eyeliner. It is so black and it is so precise, and I wanted it to be quite thick, but obviously if you have a slightly smaller lid space, you can make it thinner, do whatever you want. I just haven't done a thick wing in ages, and I forgot how much I love them. So just kind of going over the top, creating the wing, and then connecting it back in. And then I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so if it's not as sharp as you want it to be, you can go in with a wipe just to make sure that the point is super sharp. Now for mascara, I'm using the new Maybelline Big Shot Colossal Mascara. I love this. I'm just lightly coating them. You can just wear mascara if you want the eyes to be more visible, but obviously I'm going to apply lashes, and I love these. These are the ESQIDO Celestial lashes. I can't really pronounce them, but look, I just think they complete the look so well. And now we can move on to the skin. This is the L'Oreal Hydrogenous Cream, and I'm just using that as my moisturizer today because it leaves my skin super soft, and it's a really nice base for primer and makeup. Does anybody else do this with their primer? This is the Nivea Post Shave Balm. I'm literally just dabbing it and pouring it onto my face and then buffing it in with my Real Techniques. I think this is the multitask face brush. You guys know I like to apply my primers with that brush. I just feel like it gives a more even consistency. And for foundation today, I'm mixing these two Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation sticks, one in the color Warm Tan and one in the shade Caramel. I'm definitely using more of the Warm Tan just because it's more of the lighter color that suits my skin. The Caramel one just adds a slightly more olive undertone, which complements my tan a bit more, so I'm just buffing that in with a damp beauty blender. It looked like I applied loads, but the kind of consistency of this isn't that pigmented, so you can apply quite a lot. And now for concealer, I'm dipping into an old favorite. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20. I did want quite a bright under eye, and I'm just applying it with my fingers just because this is the one thing I hate about this concealer. I don't really know how to apply it without just going straight onto my fingers. But then I do take a little concealer brush and go right up underneath the eyeliner just to really sharpen it up so I don't have to do that with my sponge. And then I'm just blending that in with the same beauty blender that I used for my foundation. Now to set everything in place with powder, then to contour, I'm taking the Kat Von D contour, the Shade and Light palette and the slightly warmer contour shade, and I'm just using that to contour my cheekbones and then just a little bit on my nose just to add a bit more definition to my face. Basically, just to slim everything down, and then I blend in my nose contour with my beauty blender. Then for bronzer, I'm taking the Buxom Tahiti bronzer. I love this bronzer. It literally blends so easily. It literally feels like butter or velvet on your skin, and it smells amazing as well. It's such a gorgeous warm colour. I've been really reaching for this at the moment. If you haven't tried it, I definitely recommend it. For blusher, I am taking the Benefit Cosmetics California blusher. I love this. Again, such a gorgeous peachy pink colour, and it has kind of like a gold reflex running through it. So I thought it really complemented the look and suited my eye colour. And for highlighter, I wanted to be poppin' today. So I am taking the MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Double Gleam, I think it is. I've linked everything down below, but as you can see, it literally is gleaming and beaming and popping off my cheekbones, and I also applied it on my nose and Cupid's bow as well. To finish off my eyes, I am taking the new Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On eyeliner in the shade Vivid. Sorry, I think it was part of their new collection, and I wanted to use complementary colours underneath, so I used my favourite pairing, which is orange and blue. So taking the orange from the same Morphe palette and just buffing that on my lower lash line, and then just applying bottom lash mascara. For the lips, I wanted to give you two options. I wanted to give you something really bright just to kind of go with the whole colourful theme. So this is MAC Cherry Lip Pencil and the Colourpop Matte liquid lipstick in the shade Little Weapon. But then if you just wanted something simple on the lip because the eyes are too colourful for you, or you just kind of didn't want to take any attention away, I went in with an old classic. This is Oak Lip Pencil and Mitt Lipstick, both from MAC Cosmetics. So nothing that was going to take any attention away, and just a simple nude. So this was the finished makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Definitely make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!